just to check your bank account, hope it say the same amount. Chasing after dreams like niggas in the hood, pray them boys don't shoot ya. Gotta find a way just to make your hard work elevate, even if you not fucking with the pace. No matter the cause dealt, you gotta play the ace. If niggas look too much, you gotta play it safe. Just keep you a pistol and practice how to aim. Case a nigga offend you, you gotta use your brain. These niggas are in you before you start your day, so I keep me a pistol and stay about the way. Y'all know how shit get rearranged. New day, but shit don't ever change. Ice spots feel like I'm David Blaine. Misguided, or could I be insane? My mind corrupted, full of pain. These niggas don't even know my name, but shit, I can't complain. I seen a couple things, don't gotta spell it out. Just know my journey is the reason why I trust the fucking route. Shit ain't going how I want it, I can sit around and pout. I get up on the mic and show these niggas what I'm about. With every word upon my mouth, I said it from the heart, from the start. These other niggas can't even play the part. Bringing the bullshit, it's like I need a bigger force. I hope y'all niggas can finish what you start. Get up in that booth and go bar for bar. No more comparisons to K. Lamar. I got this shit figured out like place and pause. Got more drive than a fucking race car, and my car won't start. I left that shit in park for about a month. Now I gotta ask my mom for the keys to the van, but she ain't got time for it. I asked God for a blessing, but he pressed ignore. I'm too prideful to drop down and thank the Lord, even though I know I should. Got spiritual remorse. This life feel way different than before. God, please help us. They killing little boys. That's more motivation for the shit that I record. My life is a bitch and I'm filing for divorce. I got a date with destiny, I'm trying to up the score, nigga.
Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. Y'all have to excuse me, honey. I'm so sorry. I was in here bopping and messed around and hit the phone against the mic. All right. So I was in here getting my groove on, honey. Okay. Hello, Belinda, Susan, Queen Ahmadiyyah's fan page, Kenyetta, Anisha, Terry Hinton is in the house. All right, let's get into it. Vince, I am all the way from the UK. Silent D, James is here. All right. Eileen, AM, Mr. Hotel, Buckhorse DC, Nessie X, Antonia. All right. Ann, Cherokee Descendant Dale, Kenyetta, Capricornus. All right. Amaluna. All right. K Sharif is in the house. Miss CC. Let's get into it, Tracy. I see you, Jim. Okay, I am Joy. JB1, Terry Hinton. A shout out to everyone in the chat. Hey, Aboriginal Queen or Aboriginal woman. All right, Hundi, I see you. Myth King the Dean. Pearly is in the house. Ashley is here. Okay, the group home goddess. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's get into it, beloveds. Let's get into it. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all, I almost didn't make it here this morning. I almost didn't make it here this morning, beloveds. The queen was battling demons, and I'm not even joking, okay? I couldn't get my sleep. I was having nightmares. Same thing last night, the night before. I've been having nightmares, okay, for 2 days straight, 2 nights straight. I cannot get my rest. So anyway, honey, and then it was raining when I woke up, so I clearly didn't feel like getting out of bed, all right? But I knew you all would be oh so disappointed if the queen didn't arrive to the throne. So here I am, and here we are. Yes, demons, honey. Okay, I could tell y'all the story, but y'all think it's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to keep it to myself. All right. Hey, Belinda. Ray Williams in the house. G from the land. Okay, Ray Williams. Let me tell you something, beloved. Ray Williams, I know you love the queen. Hey, Jeff, ATL, Claudette, Root Trackers. Listen, mommy's in the house. Okay, Woke when I see you. Woke one says, same with you too, beloved. Yes, honey, those demons be waking us up in the midst of the night, trying to keep us from having those prophetic dreams. You see, you have your prophetic dreams usually between the hours of 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. All right, because that's when you're in your deepest state of sleep, REM. And that's if you go to bed at a decent hour, not if you're staying up all night, you know. But that's when you would normally have those dreams. Okay. Jack the Diva said, me too. Glad you made it. Thank you, beloved. Okay. So listen, King 69. All right. Watching at work. All right. So listen, I have some nefarious stories that I'm going to tell y'all. Hey, Pensy Lola, I have some nefarious stories that I'm going to share with you all. But then I have a couple of receipts to drop. Now, I wasn't going to drop these receipts until later on this evening, but then I thought, this evening I plan to do a spiritual broadcast, and I don't want to be having low vibrational conversations when we having this spiritual broadcast this evening. Okay? Hold on, who is that said? SD said, don't worry, I'm clout chasing. Oh, you're not clout chasing, are you, beloved? Hey, that crazy beach Aries. Okay, so let's get into it. Here's the first nefarious story, honey. It's about a pastor. I keep calling these pastors out. Y'all know I do. These pastors keep scamming. Now, I'm not saying all pastors. Surely, of course not. But we have a pastor who actually scammed a parishioner out of her money. And it's just also sad because here's the thing. Hold on. And he's been arrested. He scammed a 71-year-old woman out of her money. This is what I be telling you all. You see, these type of predators, they always target the elderly, and it's usually church-going people. That's what I keep reiterating to you all. This is absolutely what they do. So let me pull this receipt up. And then I'm going to put his face on the screen so y'all can see. He needs to be ashamed of himself. He really needs to be ashamed of himself. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. That's him right there. That's the culprit. Pay attention. Now, he's currently under arrest, as he should be. So here's what they say. A former pastor who allegedly scammed a 71-year-old woman out of her life savings has been arrested in Florida. But his accomplice is still on the run. This is also sad. Pauline Bryce, 71 years old, said Gary Safront and his son Jamal Safront told her they owned a property in Plantation, Florida, and that they needed her to put down $20,000 to secure a contract. So she gave it to them. That's all I had, she says. My life savings. I saved it penny by penny. Like, let me tell y'all why this bothers me so. You see, this is why I have to talk about these type of stories specifically. It is one thing to be a con artist and a scammer. But when you start doing these things to elderly people, elderly people have worked their whole lives. They've saved what money they could so that they can retire and just not have to be struggling and things like that. And sometimes they still may be struggling, But at the end of the day, for some thug, some low down, no good, nefarious person to come and cheat them, defraud them out of their life savings, that really ticks me off. Because when you're elderly, where are you going to go to get that money replaced once somebody has stolen it or conned you out of it? How do you regain what you have lost? And then you're up in age. You don't want to go back to work. This is your golden years. You should be able to enjoy your retirement and take care of yourself. This is also nefarious, but let me continue because this really gets on my last nerve. I'm telling y'all. Now, Bryce's 47-year-old son has epilepsy. Bryce thought that she was buying some security for both of them. She ended up with no money and no property. She said, I put it down because I wanted a place for me and my son. I didn't want him on the streets. I haven't heard from him in 4 weeks. I don't even know where he is. Gary Safront had previously served time for a multi-million-dollar money laundering scam. Now, Jamal Safront has not been arrested as of yet. And she says, Jamal, you have a baby. Let me tell you something. Why go to prison because of lying and stealing with your father? How could you deceive your daughter like that? You called me grandma, and this is what you did to me? This is what you did to me. It hurts, but you will pay. If I am a pastor, I wouldn't do that to anyone. It's not nice. It's not kind. It's low down and it's dirty. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Unfortunately, this isn't the first scam to involve people posing as religious leaders. Now, people around the country have been targeted by scammers who send them text messages or emails claiming to be their local pastor and requesting cash or either gift cards. They say, have you received text messages, emails, or messages through Facebook Messenger for someone claiming to be a pastor and asking for money and gift cards, indicating that it's some type of emergency? They say, do not give it to them. It's not your pastor. It's a scam. Now, the diocese of Grand Rapids posted this on the website, saying that it has been targeted by scammers, and so have churchgoers in Austin, Texas, Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Miami, Florida. Authorities believe those scammers are using information found at church websites and bulletins to trick people into giving them money. Fraudsters using Facebook Messenger have gone even as far as to include a priest profile picture captured from Facebook or another online source to make their correspondence appear more authentic. Oh, so sad, honey. Now, in this case, this was actually her pastor that did this and his son. She knows them. But in some cases, it's not even the pastor that you think you're talking to. It's a whole con game. These people are nefarious. I'm telling you. This is what they do. This is what they do. Now, so I want y'all to listen to this, because a teenager tried to save his 6-year-old brother during Hurricane Ian, but they both ended up drowning in a flooded canal. Oh, so sad. This is also sad. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see their faces. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So as I said, this young man was trying to save his 6-year-old brother, and they both sadly drowned in a flooded canal. That's the 6-year-old. Bless his little heart. This is so sad. And that's the brother who tried to save him. May they rest in peace. This is heartbreaking. So they say 6-year-old Tahir Burrows wandered out of his Florida home on October the 5th, wearing only a diaper and a t-shirt, and headed straight for a hurricane flooded canal. Hold on. They said he was 6, but why would he be wearing a diaper? I don't know. But anyway, this is what they say. Maybe he was disabled or something. Maybe the poor child had some type of disability. Okay, so they say he had autism. That's what it was. I hadn't read this story, honey. I just actually saw this as I was getting ready to go live. So anyway, they said he had the severest form of autism, and he was drawn to the water. That's what his mother said. The storm had bulldozed the fence around their property, giving the boy, who was nonverbal, the brief opportunity that he needed to escape undetected. Then his 17-year-old brother, Tajan, he knew something was wrong as soon as he got out of the bathroom. He could not find his little brother anywhere. He pounded on his mother's door. "Mom, Tahir got out of the house," he shouted, flying for the door. Now their mother, Lachira Burrows, immediately jumped in her car and drove to the canal near their home. When she got there, there was silence, not a ripple in the murky waters. "I saw nothing. It was complete quiet," she says. She called the police and searched street by street. Hours later, a detective arrived at her door. Authorities had found both of her sons. They had both died in the canal. In her heart, she knew that Tajan must have jumped in after his little brother. The two were best friends despite their difference in age, and Tajan knew just what to do to keep his brother calm and happy. She says, I don't know if one could have lived without the other. He could not stand there and not jump in. This is what she says, adding that she would have done the same thing if she had gotten there first. A spokesperson for the Lee County Sheriff's Office confirmed the deaths of the two brothers, adding that no foul play was suspected. Burrows had thought that she did everything she could to keep her family safe. Despite living paycheck to paycheck, the single mother had shelled out money for a hotel in Port St. Lucie so that she could evacuate with her 3 sons and her mother. Burroughs, who works as an addiction counselor, knew Tahir was sensitive to storms and that he had become constipated for days after Hurricane Irma left their home in darkness in 2017. So she had hoped to avoid that. This is also sad. Oh, so sad. Yes, it absolutely is a tragedy, beloved. Really sad. And I can only feel for the mother. I know she is really going through it. So now here's something that's real crazy. This woman cut her friend's head off. Pay attention to the nefarious. What is wrong with people? People are out here decapitating people and stuff. Oh, so crazy. Now she cut this woman's head off and then went and forged the woman's will. And I'm going to put her picture up on the screen. This is real crazy. Hold on. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Let me pull this up real quick. That's her. That's the culprit right there. Chopped the woman's whole head off. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this because this is also grisly. Like, what is going on with people? I absolutely cannot fathom the things that some of these people are doing. And so the woman that she killed, her name is Mi Kuan Chong. Okay. She killed her friend and dumped the headless corpse in Devon Woods, according to the courts. So a woman trained in human dissection. Sounds like another Jeffrey Dahmer. Pay attention because he too was trained in dissection via his father teaching him how to dissect roadkill. It's also nefarious. And so a woman trained in human dissection is said to have killed and decapitated her church-going friend and then dumped her body more than 200 miles away in Devon Woods. Now, osteopath Jema Mitchell, age 38, is accused of murdering the 67-year-old woman who was known to her friends as Deborah in a falling out over, she killed her in a falling out over money in June of last year. Miss Chong was reported missing from her home in Wembley, North London on June 11th, and her headless body was then found by holidaymakers near Devon town of Solcombe on June the 27th. Now, opening Mitchell's Old Bailey trial on Tuesday, Deanna Kerr KC says it's the prosecution's case, and they say that she assaulted and killed the deceased and then transported her body. And she took it in a large blue suitcase where she attempted to dispose of it in the woods next to Bennett Road. Miss Hare told how the victim's body was found by a woman who was out for a walk with her family on Sunday, June the 27th. And as they walked back to their holiday cottage from the beach, they made a gruesome discovery, and it was the headless corpse of a woman. Now, upon finding the remains lying at the bottom of some steps on a public footpath, the woman called the police. The area was then cordoned off and an extensive search started. On July the 1st, the head was discovered around 10 meters away, further down the hill in undergrowth. Now, a post-mortem examination was unable to determine the cause of death due to the degree of decomposition. However, the torso appeared to have been cut, and there were signs of assault with a skull fracture, suggesting that significant impact by a blunt object had happened shortly prior to the death. Now, they say Mitchell befriended the victim through church and had visited her on the day that she went missing. She told jurors that although they were both friendly, the evidence suggests that they had recently fallen out over some money. So shortly after 1 p.m. that day, Mitchell was allegedly captured on CCTV walking from Miss Chong's house with 2 suitcases. Miss Hare said the larger of the 2 was obviously very heavy and difficult for her to maneuver. Now, It is the prosecution's case that it contained the body of Ming Kwan Yong, or Chong. It is alleged that Mitchell then traveled to Salcombe with the suitcases on June the 26th in a rented gray Volvo. Now, the vehicle was allegedly captured on CCTV also driving towards the area of Woodland where Miss Chong's body was found the next day. Jurors were then told that Mitchell was born in Australia, where her mother worked for the Foreign Office. She had studied human sciences at King's College London, where she gained first-class degree, and special prize for anatomical excellence. She went on to study osteopathy, and her professional website started that as a result of her training, and she was attuned to subjects in neuroanatomy, genetics, and dissection of human cadavers. So she knew exactly what she was doing. She had practiced it for 7 years, ever since 2015. So she was quite skilled at it. So she cut this woman's head off, and then she forged the woman's will. Now, it is claimed that the victim agreed to hand over 200,000 pounds to help with Mitchell's house repairs, but later had a change of heart. And so that's why she killed her, because she wanted that money. She wanted that money. This is all so crazy. I want y'all to pay attention. This is what she did, honey. Chopped off the woman's head. Yes, that is demonic and clearly sick. She chopped off that woman's head and then forged her will so that she can get all that money and have repairs made on her home. Do you see how crazy this is? I mean, it's crazy enough that you cut someone's whole head off. Who does that? But you did it just so you could get money to have home repairs done? Yes, this is all so crazy. Like, what is wrong with people, honey? People are sick these days. If y'all don't know that there's demons walking amongst us, it's all so crazy. And so anyway, in other nefarious news, pay attention. So a student, 17-year-old student, stabs 2 classmates who were about to attack him at Wharton High School, they say. And so let's talk about it. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this because they have footage of it. It's a press conference or something.
Ready for those uninvited guests. Who's a good boy? Apparently the big bad wolf.
School fight ends with 2 students stabbed. Police revealing a short time ago the accused stabber is the one who had been jumped.
Yes, and it's been a chaotic afternoon for students and their families at Wharton High School. ABC 13's Courtney Carpenter is there live now with the most up-to-date facts for you. Courtney.
Yeah, Eric and Gina, here in the last hour, we've gotten more information about exactly what happened here at Wharton High School, really a school fight that took a violent turn. Now, this all started, according to the Wharton Police Department, a little after 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's when they started getting calls about multiple stabbings here at Wharton High School. The superintendent tells us there was a fight involving multiple students, one which had a knife that started at lunch. Take a look at this video. It was taken by a student of what happened. We blurred this video because there are underage students in it, but you can see how chaotic of a situation this was in the lunchroom today. Chief Lynch with Wharton PD told us 6 people have been taken to the police department through the course of the afternoon, one of them being the person accused of stabbing the other students. Now, the chief says the student who's accused in the stabbing was jumped by other students and was being assaulted. So far, 3 people have been arrested, all 17 years old. The police department made it clear at this point it seems to be all among students. This was not a situation where someone came from outside into the school. But still, this is a scary day for a lot of parents, teachers, and students. We spoke to a senior student who says she was in the lunchroom when this all happened. Here's part of what she had to say.
I didn't know what was going on at first, and I just seen blood all over the floor, and they said that somebody was stabbed.
The video from the cafeteria area revealed that the individual who stabbed the 2 subjects was jumped by other students and was in the process of was being assaulted. And in the course of that action, he pulled out a bladed object and stabbed 2 students.
That was the Wharton police chief you heard from there at the end. Now, as for the condition of the 2 students who were hurt, the district says they were both taken by life flight to get treatment. They're in stable condition and were conscious. But yeah, overall, a just crazy situation that unfolded here, a fight that really took a violent turn. We'll continue to keep you guys updated on this.
This is also crazy. This is also crazy. Kids are not even safe in school. No, they're absolutely not. Pauline says self-defense or what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they were on the street, they could have likely said self-defense. But by the fact that they were in school, you have to ask yourself, what were they doing with a knife on school property? That's already a felony right there, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think that one's going to fly. I don't think that's going to work. What were they even doing at the end of the day? What were they even doing with a knife on the property? These kids are something else. Who's raising them? I always got jumped as a kid. Ninjas are hateful like that, but be one today. It says songwriter Sonny. Let me tell you something, honey. I got jumped once too. I only got jumped once. I got jumped by 3 girls in the 10th grade. Clearly they were haters. All right. One of them had set my hair on fire. I think I told y'all that story. Mimi Drake, but her and her cousin, Big Nick and Marquita, honey, they jumped me one day getting off the bus. And since I knew that I couldn't beat all 3 of them, I just beat Mimi while the other 2 were hitting me in the back of the head and all that, honey. But I had so much adrenaline running that I didn't feel it. This is all crazy. These kids are something else. These kids are something. And Nessie X said, you did. Yeah, I told y'all when she set my hair on fire, honey. And look at it today. I still got long hair and she's still bald. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay. Miss me with it, Mimi Drake. So anyway, how about a word from my sponsors over at beautifulheartsapparel.com, where they wear their hearts on their sleeves, before we get into the next story. Likes up, everyone, please like and share.
Hearts Apparel. We wear our hearts on our sleeves for a fit that's comfortable and stylish. Be confident. Be bold. Be you. Beautiful Hearts Apparel. Wear your heart on your sleeve.
What are y'all laughing at? Pulling out knife and school property, jumped by 4. Yes, Queen, my mom told me that too. Just concentrate on one and beat the hell out of her. Yes, that is exactly what my mother taught me, honey. So that's what I did. Because you can't beat them all, honey. You'll just tire yourself out swinging on all of them. So you just get the main one who started all of it, right? Because they're a coward anyway. Pay attention. Because if they were so big and bad, they wouldn't need to get their back up to jump you. So all I'm saying, honey. So I focus in on Mimi. That's what I did. Now listen to this. Oh, Karen. And so this woman who was a Syracuse school psychologist has been accused of sexual abuse. Karen's been busted. So I'm going to put her face on the screen. I have to show their mug shots up here on the screen. All these nefarious people. That pastor needs to be ashamed of himself taking that woman's money, though. Okay, so a school psychologist in Salem Hyde Elementary in Syracuse, who is also the former head coach for the girls' swim team at Christian Brothers Academy. Now, she's been charged with sexual abuse in Cayuga County. The Cayuga County Sheriff's Office confirms to News Channel 9 that 58-year-old Elizabeth Tucker-Schultz on Friday, October the 7th, was charged with 1 misdemeanor count of sexual abuse. Schultz was ticketed and is due back in Flemingtown Court next week. The sheriff says the victim is not connected to either district that she worked for. A Syracuse City School District spokesperson told the news that Tucker-Schultz has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the case. CBA families were informed that Tucker-Schultz was fired from the district. Let me tell y'all something, honey. This is also crazy. Now, she's working at an elementary school, as a school psychologist. I want y'all to pay attention. Who knows what nefarious things that she was telling these poor kids? And then she was the head coach of the girls' swim team at a Christian school. Homeschool your children. That's all I'm saying, honey. You'd be much better off homeschooling your kids because these people are so nefarious. This is all so sick. And she's how old? She looks 78. I'm so serious. Doesn't she look like she's about 78? Please, talking about 58. 58 must be the new 78 as far as I'm concerned. She looks a hot mess. But this is what these people out here doing. That's why I keep telling you all and reiterating. You need to put your children in homeschool. Okay? Put them in homeschool. And here's the thing. You may say, well, you don't have time to teach them and all that stuff. You may not have time, to help them with their lessons and all that. But the thing is, at the end of the day, they have these online schools now where the kids, they just do the work and upload. And if they have any questions, they can actually chat with their teachers, or sometimes the teachers give them numbers and so they can call them. Okay. And some of them have they do the Zoom calls. So I'm just saying, you'd be better off doing that because this is all getting real crazy. But here's the thing. You also have to be careful when you're having your children at homeschool when they're doing the Zoom calls, because these teachers, in my opinion, have obviously been told to watch what's going on in the background. When these kids have their cameras on. Because remember, I told you all the story last year when the little black boy had like a toy gun. It was green. It was green. So there's no way it could have been real. It was sitting right there while he was doing his work. And the teacher called the police, sent the police to these black people's houses, to their house, talking about the kid had a gun. First of all, it was green. So how did you even think it was real? And they've been doing stuff like this too. So you have to be careful about that, at the end of the day. You have to be careful about that. And I think that they want the children to always have their cameras on or something like that too. Yeah, Kenyatta said she remembers. Okay. Carmen says, absolutely, Queen. So you got to watch it, honey. They try to take us down by any means necessary, try to do anything they can. Okay. This is what they do, because that's a good way to have CPS come to your house and snatch your kids up saying that you're being negligent. And here's the thing. I want you to pay attention. A lot of times too, they don't want you to homeschool your children because you see these schools get funding. They get government funding for each student that they have in the class. There was a black woman in New York a couple of years ago, and she had 2 children and she had them homeschooled, took them out of school, homeschooled them, filled out all the proper paperwork and everything. Do you know they arrested her and took her kids? They literally took this woman's kids. And I believe they had her kids in custody for like a year or almost a year. She had to fight to get her kids back. But the reason they did that, now they tried to say, well, the kids weren't coming to school and all of this, they were truant. But she'd already signed them up from homeschool and she had the proof that she'd done so. But they still arrested that woman and took custody of her kids, and she had to fight like hell to get them back. This is what they do. At the end of the day, they get like $3,000 per child. So if you're taking your children out of the school, the public school system, to homeschool them, where they're losing funding. And so they don't like that. That's also why they will lock parents up for your children not showing up at school and being truant, because they're losing money. So that's what that's all about. Oh, so crazy, honey. This is what they do. So like I said, I would just suggest that you homeschool your students, your children. So now hold on. Let me just show you all something. Hold on. I'm going to, Queen, oh my goodness, a child was sexually assaulted by a woman that, oh, so crazy. Hold on. By a woman that darn ugly. I'm appalled and feel so sorry for that poor child, says Ray Williams. Ray Williams, this is no laughing matter. Let's not make jokes. Sit down somewhere, Ray Williams. Yes, the woman was ugly. Yes, but the fact that she did what she did is even worse. Okay? Absolutely worse. Okay, so listen, let me just say this. So you all remember on yesterday morning when I was talking about Nuri Martinez, right? And Gil DeSeo and Gil Cedillo and Kevin De Leon and all of the goings on down at the LA City Council. You all remember that I asked how come Bussy Reek didn't go down there and he's right there in LA and he's supposed to be boots on the ground. And I said, oh, it's nothing for him to clout chase and there's no bag for him to grab, right? Y'all remember I said that? And so then hours later, someone brought it to my attention that he did a live and he highlighted that story all of a sudden and then had the nerve to say that he went down there for a brief minute or something like that, I believe is what they told me. I thought it was all interesting because if he actually went down there, he would have recorded himself. Because we know how he loves the clout chase. I mean, he records himself in malls, in parking lots, at restaurants, anywhere he goes. And if he actually went down there, he recorded himself at a gas station. That time he happened upon Designer and all that, right? So if he actually went down there, and first of all, who goes to a protest for a hot minute? Say what now? What was the purpose of going there for just a hot minute? If you go down there, you're supposed to be protesting with the people. You're pro-black. You're supposed to be a revolutionary. The feds are watching you. Everybody's after you. I'm a hater. I'm an agent. Okay? Everybody's a hater and an agent. So please sit down somewhere. He didn't go down there. That was just him trying to diffuse what I had said. That was him trying to do damage control. You know, just like Wig. You see, when Wig, y'all remember when I bust Wig out and I said Wig didn't even say a story. She didn't even tell a story about the Mississippi, the Jackson, Mississippi water crisis. And she's actually from Mississippi. Instead, she chose to talk about Joy Reid and them blocking her again for the umpteenth time. How many stories about it can she tell? But she didn't say anything about the Mississippi water crisis. And so when I mentioned that and called her out on it, then later on, she goes on Twitter the next day or later that day and posted, oh, I can't wait to go and tour Mississippi in due course. Well, obviously, due course never came because she never toured Mississippi Week. So sit down. All right. But hold on, because I want y'all to hear something. I want y'all to hear something. All right. I told y'all. Let me get my spectacles. I told y'all. And if anybody doesn't like what I'm about to do, the Nasheedians, shout out to brother Taharka Bey, who coined that phrase, Nasheedians. You see, I stole Taharka's catchphrase because that's who came up with that, and I absolutely love it. That sounds like their cult, Nasheedians. I love it. So, with that all being said, if anybody sees anybody in the chat trolling, talking trash, don't like the Tariq drama, says Vince I am. Yeah, that's what I called him yesterday. Tariq drama, Obama's third cousin, twice removed, no less. But oh, hold on, beloveds. Hold on, beloved ads. Y'all know what? Clearly, I'm being messy, but it has to be done nonetheless. So, seriously, though, all jokes aside, I want y'all to hear this. Because, in fact, I told y'all that Tariq deletes. He calls himself Tariq Elite. He's Tariq deletes. Okay? At the end of the day, I told y'all that I had that audio and I was going to find it. I just couldn't remember what email I sent it to or whatnot. But I want y'all to listen to this. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, so yeah, here it is right here. I think this is the first one. Now I want y'all to listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this. Turn this audio up first and foremost. Moochie Bear is on the job, says Donna. Okay, Moochie Bear is on the job. Moochie Bear got a whole squad, not Boochie Bear. We talk about Taharka Bey's friend Moochie. Now I want y'all to listen to this. Hold on, here we go.
Big Fact Show. Shout out to all the supporters, man. Listen, I hope that y'all give me my flowers when I expose Tariq Nasheed in this video that I'm about to play. Now, I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest while that Tariq Nasheed is a paid agent of chaos. Tariq Nasheed is a con man, but a lot of y'all clowns and idiots and followers of his cult called the FBA are running around here trying to defend him. The reason that you can tell that most of the people on his show are fake bots that he's been being paid for, right, is the fact that nobody opposes him. No one of these so-called FBAs sit there and ask critical questions, everybody that calls in his show are a bunch of trolls. Now, I'm about to play a video that's going to expose him, and I hope that this video puts the final nail in his coffin. I hope that y'all realize that this man is a fraud from day one. All right? It's a front. It's a game. It's a money game. They're all trying to get rich off of y'all because they're feeding off of your insecurities. And a lot of people are on his show watching. He gets a lot of views, but you see no opposing opinions, right? You see no opposing opinions except for people that he pays to come on there and he selectively brings on his show. Now, guys, I'm about to play this video. It's a loop video. Watch it and listen very carefully because we have these people amongst us. These people have been amongst us since the days of J. Edgar Hoover. He's linking up with Marcel Dixon, right, who's part of the LGBT community. Nothing against those people. J. Edgar Hoover was also LGBT, right? So we're being bamboozled. Every time we turn around, the ops is trying to get us. The ops is trying to... Welcome back to the Mr. Big Fat.
Sorry, beloveds. Accidentally clicked off of it. Hold on.
Welcome back to the Mr. And I hope that this video, because they're feeding off of your insecurities. And a lot of people are on his show watching. He gets a lot of views, but you see no opposing opinions, right? You see no opposing opinions except for people that he pays to come on there and he selectively brings on his show. Now, guys, I'm about to play this video. It's a loop video. Watch it and listen very carefully because we have these people amongst us. These people have been amongst us since the days of J. Edgar Hoover. He's linking up with Marcel Dixon, right, who's part of the LGBT community. Nothing against those people. J. Edgar Hoover was also LGBT, right? So we're being bamboozled. Every time we turn around, the ops is trying to get us. The ops is trying to sow dissent and confusion in the Black community. Now, y'all listen to this video and tell me what you think. All the FBA cult members, this is your leader. This is the man that's switching his game up every 6 months. Now, check this out. Without further ado, let's go.
I sabotaged that. Specifically, they sent in agents on Garvey. Back in the 70s, the Big New Brzezinski, they put out a paper saying, we do not want Africans and African Americans hooking up at all. Because, you know, there were a lot of African revolutions over there in the 60s and 70s, so people were fighting for their independence. Mugabe and all those people getting those white supremacists up out of there. So they didn't want us hooking up with that. When they did that rumble in the jungle with Ali, Anthony, it's beautiful over there, man. And the brothers and sisters are so open to us vibing with them and connecting with them.
How do they treat you as an American going over there?
Man, they love us over there. There's a myth that Africans don't like African Americans over there. There's a myth that Africans don't like African Americans. There's a myth that Africans don't like African Americans. Because, you know, whenever we talk about injustices, they always tell Black people, hey, well, you don't like it, just go back to Africa. But every time we try to hook up, they sabotage it. Hey. Go back to Marcus Garvey. When we tried to hook up with Africa with Garvey, the FBI sabotaged that. Specifically, they sent in agents on Garvey. Back in the 70s, the Big New Brzezinski, they put out a paper saying, we do not want Africans and African Americans hooking up at all. Because, you know, there were a lot of African revolutions over there in the 60s and 70s, so people were fighting for their independence. Mugabe and all those people getting those white supremacists up out of there. So they didn't want us hooking up with that. When they did that rumble in the jungle with Ali, Anthony, it's beautiful over there, man. And the brothers and sisters are so open to us vibing with them and connecting.
Okay, so y'all heard it.
You as an American going over there. Man, they love us.
Now, he was sitting there talking about the Africans love us and that they're so nice and the vibe is so great and that the wanton supremacists do not want us hooking up with them. So he already told us, so he clearly knows that that's their agenda. So he clearly knows he's pushing their agenda. But hold on, I'm not done. I am not even done. I am not even done. Now, I want y'all to listen to this very carefully because if y'all don't know from this that he's a whole agent, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm surprised that nobody called him out on this in his Twitter space that he was obviously in when he said this. I believe this was from a Twitter space. This was like 2 months ago. In case any of his Nasheedians try to say that first video was years ago and he could have changed, whether he changed or not, he still knows that it is the wanton supremacist agenda to keep us, arguing and bickering amongst ourselves with Black immigrants, specifically Africans. He knows that. So even if he changed his mind about anything, he still knows that. But hold on, because this was only from like a couple of months ago. And this is what he said himself. You see how I'm using his own words against him? So he can't say that I'm lying. I'm not an agent because I'm playing your own words. Pay attention. I did the same thing to Wig when she lied and said that that man that she called on me and Michi, the attorney, right? The Caucasian attorney, when she sent us a cease and desist, I did the same thing to her when she lied and posted on her Twitter or her YouTube channel saying that when somebody asked her, why did she get that white attorney to come after us? And she said, that law firm is owned by a Black man and my lead attorney is a Black woman. Lies. Y'all heard the audio when I called it. They clearly said it was not owned by a Black man. And then I showed you on the website, everyone who worked there was white. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her getting a white attorney, but why lie about it? Why sit there and lie about it? Because she's a fake and a fraud. And then she not only lied about it, the person who asked her the question in the first place, she called them an idiot, told them, stop asking idiotic questions. No, she's the idiot. And so is Bussy Reek. Pay attention.
Let's be very clear. Let me tell y'all something. If we wanted to, we could, because there's money in it. Let me tell you something. The white supremacists, for us, they'll give big bucks for us to dump on other Black folks. They'll give us big dollars to dump on other Black people, and especially Black immigrants. Look, I've had, because of the foundational Black American movement, and speaking of how the movement is going, they're having the Democratic debate tonight, and from what I understand, Elizabeth Warren, she was on there using the word tangible. She's up there talking about tangibles. Did y'all hear it? Several people hit me up and said, Elizabeth Warren, they're all using our language. I know they are. They've been doing that. They're using our language. You guys understand that? They all up there talking about tangibles this, tangibles that. We're making them use our language. This is what I mean by us setting the tone. We're going to have to create the language to make them start talking right. You understand? But foundational Black Americans, we are influential, and there's a lot of money in throwing other Black folks under the bus. Now that they see that we're looking out for our own group and we are having some discussions about other ethnic groups coming into our circle. See, the white supremacists, they want to come in and try to exploit that. And this is why we have to be on code. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing Black immigrants under the bus with them. You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? When I start saying that I agree with Trump, do y'all Google that? Google Tariq Trump. Look at all the right-wing publications that jumped on that. Look at all of them that jumped on that. And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as Black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some Black immigrants. There's a huge bag for that. If I wanted just to get a bag, if I just wanted to get a damn bag, I'd just get on there with them and get that bag. But the thing is, I have a code. I don't sit up with white supremacists dumping on any Black people, even if I disagree with the Black people. I don't do that.
The jealousy. Why is there so much jealousy?
What is there to be jealous of? Why?
Now, I wanted y'all to hear that. So listen. Here's the thing. here's the thing. And here's the thing, people. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, but he just told on himself. Yes, he just told on himself. Because here's how it goes. I want y'all to pay attention. First off, I don't think that was a Twitter space. There's another audio that I have that was from a Twitter space from a couple of months ago. Now, I don't know when he posted that. But here's the thing. I want y'all to pay attention. So he said that they offered him a big bag, a huge bag to go against Black immigrants. And he said, but I have a code. Yeah, he does have a code. His code is money. But what's more important that you all should listen to is this. He said they offered him a bag to go against Black immigrants. Hold on. Let's go back to the first video. Let's rewind. The first audio that I played, he admitted that wanting supremacy doesn't want African Americans to team up with Africans. He admitted that. So he already knew that, right? And so now he's doing exactly what they want because he already said that out of his mouth, but now he's conveniently doing it. But then on this one, he says that they offered him money. I want y'all to pay attention because y'all see I pay attention to detail. The devil is always in the details. If they offered him money to do that, well, they didn't just offer him that money to do it because he's doing it right now. He's currently doing it, and he's been doing it for a minute. So they wouldn't offer him money to do something that he is already doing. So you know what that means, right? I'm so glad you asked. That means that he was paid to do exactly what he's doing. When they offered him the bag, he took it. He absolutely took it. Because they didn't offer him to do something that he's already doing for free. Why would they do that? He's already dumping on Black immigrants. So they would never offer him to pay him for something that he's already currently doing for free. That's absolutely their agenda. So they had to have offered him that money prior to him doing it. And so if they offered him money to do it and now he's doing it, just put two and two together, you always going to get four. This man's a whole agent. This man is a whole agent. I want y'all to pay attention. This man, how did the people listening to that broadcast not know and not catch that? It just goes to show the lack of common sense and the lack of the use of critical thinking skills that his subscribers, his Nasheedians have. How did anyone who heard that? That was my first time hearing it last night. I just happened upon that last night when I was looking for the first audio because I couldn't remember where I put it. So I said, well, let me go back on YouTube and look for it. But then that popped up. I have a myriad of receipts. Those are just two. Pay attention. I have a myriad of receipts. Those are just two. You see, here's the thing. With people like him, you see, he talks too much. He has such a narcissistic point of view of himself. He's a whole narcissist. He's such an egomaniac and he's so arrogant. And he thinks he's so smart, which he isn't. He's only smart to a fool. He's not smart to somebody like me. He is absolutely not. So with that all being said, he thinks he's so smart and he talks so much, boasting and bragging. Oh, they offered me a huge bag. Not even realizing he told on himself. Just like he told on himself about that fake fraudulent Jussie Smollett's hate crime. That he said, he told on himself when he said they posted it at 2 a.m. I'll say what now? They posted it at 2 a.m. Oh, really? Is that what they did? Oh, okay. Okay. So somebody wants to hit the link. I'm about to drop the link because somebody's saying that somebody named Van needs to hit the link. So let me drop the link because I told y'all, if some of his people come in here trying to defend his bullshit, well, they're gonna need to defend this. Because I want to hear it. There goes the link right there. Y'all know I ain't never scared. Okay? I ain't never scared. And so click that link. Queen, you are on point. You are so right. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Click that link, Van. I don't know what Van said, but y'all said Van been in here talking trash. So come on, Van, click the link. Because y'all know I stay ready for the smoke. Because one thing about it, you can't ever, on your life, you can't ever make me look like a fool. Because one thing about it is I always know what I'm talking about. And when I don't know what I'm talking about, I shut the hell up. All right, that's what I do. And Trinity also, okay, Trinity, you can click that link too. Whoever don't like what I'm saying, click that link and get up here and defend your master. Get up here and defend your owner. And he is your owner. Because if you FBA, he's your owner. That's just it. Because he has a whole trademark on it. So that makes him the owner of the trademark. And that makes him the owner of those who call themselves FBA. That's just what it is. Whoever's talking greasy. Y'all saying Serenity? Serenity's talking greasy. Whoever is talking greasy, click the link. I dare you. I dare you. Click the link. Because I got more receipts where those came from. So get on up here. Get on up here. Come on, let's bring it. If y'all so big and bad and y'all think Bussy Reek ain't an agent, if y'all can defend him, then get on here. Get on here. I'm awaiting. Y'all scared? Y'all scared? B. Tillett says, Reek's microphone needs to be taken away. He is nobody's leader and should be shunned for even trying to speak for our reparations, restitution, land, gold, and well-being. Exactly. They need to sit him down somewhere. Grifter. Like I said. Okay, 6'3" soldier said, run your mouth, not your fingers. That's right. Don't have Twitter fingers. Don't be gangster in my chat. Get up on this screen. I'm waiting. I'm going to keep dropping this link. Y'all ain't got nothing to say now. What y'all scared of? Y'all so big and bad. Y'all want to get in here and talk slick to the queen. Get up here. What you got to lose? Y'all must know he's an agent. Here we go. We got Dave in the house. Let's go, Dave. What's up? Hello, Dave. Is your mic muted? Y'all know I love this. I love this because I don't really care who I piss off. I don't. Y'all already know that. I don't care who unsubscribes. I don't care who says what. I just don't care. There's a link again. Dave, come on back, beloved. Come on back. Anybody want this smoke? I got time today, so let's get it popping. Now we got Buckhorse on here. Hey, Buckhorse DC, what's going on? Somebody said, hold on. Buckhorse, what's going on? It's showing that you have a good connection. If you got your Bluetooth on, you might need to turn it off. Go to your settings and make sure your mic is on. Go to your settings, then go to privacy and make sure your mic is on, beloved, because it's showing me that you have a good connection. So it's not my streaming service. It's showing that you have a good connection, just like I do. We're both in the green. How to detect agents is a study within itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see, I did go to school for criminal justice. Pay attention. I have 2 criminal justice degrees. All right. I have 2 criminal justice degrees. Pay attention. And so I'm just saying. Buckhorse DC, do you have your microphone on, beloved? Okay. I'm going to have to let you go. So anyway, hold on. Peaceful Living says, Queen, when you don't care, that makes you powerful and indestructible. Thank you, beloved. Now, I don't care. I don't fear nothing, honey. They can say whatever. That's what they can do. They can say whatever. It bothers the queen not. Queen, what she did was deplorable, not to make fun of an ugly person, laugh and condoned her. What are you talking about? You talking about one of the stories? What she did was deplorable, not to make fun. Oh, okay. You talking about that story about the psychologist? Yeah. We're past that, honey. We talking about Bussy Reek. We talking about Bussy Reek and his minions. And so I guess nobody has nothing to say. With that all being said, my job here is done for now. All right, for now. Nasheedians who are butthurt, bit out of shape, mad, sad, whatever, it's only going to get worse from here. Pay attention. You ain't seen nothing yet. I guarantee you. You ain't seen nothing yet. All right? Just know that. Okay? And I'm not even talking about what the queen's going to do. I'm not even talking about what I'm going to do. But trust and believe you haven't seen anything yet. All right? Pay attention. So that all been said. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the notification bell. Byron says to be continued, Queen. Absolutely. Okay. Be sure to like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Whoever's mad, don't get mad at me, honey, because that's what he said. You see, those were his own words. Those were his own words. Hold on. What's up, beloved?
Hey, Queen, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm doing good. What's going on?
I remember I was listening to Boutique's live the other day. I just happened to stumble upon him because it was on my timeline on my YouTube. And somehow he said that he can't be bought. He's too successful and everything like that. That's what I heard. I'm just saying what I heard from the horse's mouth.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all I wanted to say, Queen.
Well, thank you, beloved. He clearly was bought and sold too. He probably sold his Bucci. He probably sold his Bucci. That's all I'm saying.
He probably ought to get it checked out by a doctor now. Is it all right? Because I gotta make sure Zaddy get it right. Make sure the crevices is deep, honey. Gotta make sure Zaddy get it right. Oh shit! I mean, my bad, baby. Ooh. You a Zaddy too? You a Zaddy too? Yes. My bad, Queen. You have a good one, Queen. You have a good one.
Peace and blessings. I absolutely cannot. So anyway, like I said, honey, if y'all get up here, let me tell y'all like this, Nasheedians. If y'all get up here with the queen, honey, y'all best to come with your receipts. Don't get up here just trying to say some foolish stuff, talking in circles and all that. That's not going to work for me. That doesn't work for me. Get up here and be able to explain yourself. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not going to bash anybody unless they try to bash me or get disrespectful now. Then I will. But other than that, I'm willing to let you get up here and say what you have to say. Okay? I'm willing to let you get up here and say what you have to say. And because I want to hear this. I want to hear y'all explain. Those were his words. Don't be mad at me. He said it. If he already said it in public, why y'all mad because I played it in public? Y'all, I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all see how nonsensical they are. The ones that were talking slick. Y'all see how nonsensical they are, right? They're sitting up there mad because I played what he already said himself. Queen like Drake today. A queen like Drake today. You don't like what I'm saying? Say something. Okay? Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. That's all they need to do, beloved. Say something. Say something. Please. Don't look like they got nothing to say. Oh, well, come back when you do. I'll be here for it. All day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Y'all know how I roll. With that all being said, everyone please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, or unsubscribe if you're mad. You know I don't care. All right? But with that all being said, also, don't forget to tune back in this evening at 6:15 for your daily vitamins. We're going to have a spiritual broadcast, and we're going to leave Bussy Rick alone for that part of for that live, because we're going to talk about high vibrational things. But y'all know I got to call agents out. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's my job, to call out the agents amongst us. All right? It will be done by hook or by crook. That's all I'm saying. So with that all being said, everyone please like and share. Subscribe to the channel. And I want y'all to pay attention. Hold on. Let me say this. So I told y'all I had these crazy nightmares for the past 2 nights. And so, first of all, whoever this is has already got me effed up. Look at that name, y'all. I want y'all to see that name. Hold on. Let's check this out. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Look at their name. I want y'all to see that. You ain't got nothing to say? Come on with it. We know the audio works. And why are they showing a chair? What is that, a chair? I think that's Bussy Reek. How childish are you? So let me get this straight. They're going to get on here and their name is Shakur, clearly a jab at me, and then show a finger? And was that a bunk bed they were in? Was that a bunk bed? I want y'all to pay attention. Somebody said, are they calling from jail? I absolutely cannot. Pay attention. So anyway, with that all being said, they're mad. I mean, stay mad. I don't care. What you gonna do about it? Like Bussy Reek loves to tell people when they troll him or talk trash to him. What you gonna do about it? Nasheedians, miss me with it. So they got on here and gave me a finger. Oh, okay. That's so stupid because all they really had to do was use the finger emoji and put it in the chat. How dumb are you? You see, these people don't have any critical thinking skills whatsoever. How childish is that? How childish is that? How old are we here? 6? Make it all make sense. Anyway, these type of people do not want to debate me. Okay, that's what they don't want to do on my worst day and their best. It's just facts. With that all being said, everyone please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all. And here's the thing. They showed their finger like they were nervous. Their hand was shaking while they tried to show their finger. Here's somebody else. This is probably them again. Vicky Wannabe. Okay, what you got to say? Is anybody going to say something? Y'all just going to get up here and clout chase? Y'all see that, right? I think they just wanted people to see that's what they had to say. Vicky Wannabe, honey, don't nobody want to be wig. First of all, why would I want to be wig? I don't need to go out here and scam and con people, and I don't want to be a whole federal felon, so I don't want to be wig. Okay, that's what I don't want to be. So sit down somewhere. All right, please miss me with it. Okay. The next thing is, I actually think that was the same person. But anyway, honey, I don't have time for the foolishness. They're not going to say nothing. They're just going to get up here and flip birds and all that. Do they not realize they're making it look a whole lot worse for Bussy Reek? Because this just goes to show what type of mentality that his followers have. Is that what y'all are getting from this? Because that's clearly what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Here they go again. This time I hope you say something. I'm waiting. Is your microphone on? Why won't you show your face? Look at this, y'all. What grade are we in here? Okay, bye. I'll see you later. Bye. Trolling. They won't show their face. They won't use their voice. They won't say anything. This is hilarious. Robin said, call the warden. Anyway, listen. With that all being said, I wish you all love, peace, and prosperity. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention, beloveds. Now, here's what they're trying to do. Here's what I think they're trying to do. I think they're trying to troll when I drop the link so that I'll stop dropping the link. But I'm not going to stop dropping that link because if y'all got something to say, you need to get up here and say it. Cowards. That's what it is. They want me to stop dropping the link. I really think that's what it is. They think if they start trolling, then, oh, she'll stop dropping the link. I'm not going to stop dropping the link because the links, dropping those links and going at it toe to toe, not giving 0 F's, that's what gets my channel lit. All right? Because everybody loves it and so does the queen. So miss me with it. The links will continue to be dropped. When I see that you're trolling and you're too cowardly to say anything or show your face, I'm just going to dismiss you. That's just what it's going to be. All right? So with that all being said, Everyone, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man will go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the